Here at HSN, I know spring and summer has sprung, and if you want a hair-free summer, this is the place to be. Not only is this a customer favorite with literally tens of thousands of you out there who use this, millions of men and women around the world are singing the praises of No. I know you've read about it. I know you've seen it. I know you've seen it in your top magazines, on your favorite television talk shows. But we have the only place in the world where you can get it for less than $63 on your credit card. We're to show you the value because not only you just pick your color of choice, but I don't care if it's the hair on your face, if it's the hair on your arms, if it's the hair on your toes, wherever that hair is that's bothering you. If you're sick and tired of painful, expensive, smelly hair removal, check this out. Because just to do a leg, I mean literally, comparatively, if you look at that laser, month one, $665, waxing $72, no, $62.38. But here's what I love. Look at months 5 and 6, 0, 0. You get this at home, you own it. You are in control. 097572, not only #1 in Japan, just sold out in London. But as I mentioned, you got to see these magazines because I know it is an editor's favorite. It's a customer favorite. And we want to hear from you, by the way, in terms of customer favorites. That testimonial talk line is open. We need your help. But Jennifer is back, and we're so proud to have her here. Jennifer, this is exciting.
I'm thrilled to be back here, and especially this time of year. You nailed it.
Yeah.
It is spring, summertime. I went outside today, and I'm like, this is gorgeous. What am I doing inside all day? Well, I'm here. But it is the time, it is the season to start thinking about being hair-free, because if you are still committed to something on a day-to-day basis, I can't wait to introduce you to this technology. Like Shannon mentioned, we are everywhere, all over the world. I did just get back from London. We had a great visit there last week. This is the #1 hair removal product in Japan, all over the world. And you've seen it in the beauty magazines. You've seen the infomercial. You've probably heard it everywhere. But like we talked about, HSN is the only one that's going to enable you to try it. Try it for 60 days, get it home for less than the cost of one waxing, and see what happens. Because everything you're doing right now anyway, it's short term.
Right.
You're going to keep doing it and keep doing it. So why not do something that could ultimately give you these long-term results that we're all going to talk about? So let me show you the technology and how it works. And then you'll hear a lot of different testimonials today. We have some special guests that are in town visiting. They're going to give you their story. You're going to hear from a doctor. You're going to hear from beauty editors. Everybody here raves about this technology. And it's brought to us by a company called Radiancy. They're the leaders in light and heat energy. So what they've done is they've taken that professional technology and patented it in an at-home device. You can see I'm portable. You remember the original No-No.
I do remember the original.
We had to be plugged in.
Yep.
So unfortunately, we couldn't kind of be anywhere no-noing. Now we can take it with us. So there's our on and off button at the top. Pretty simple and easy to use. There we go, you turn it on. This is the LCD panel that allows you to adjust the heat. And you can kind of start on a lower if you need to, if you're starting on the face or maybe the bikini. And then you can move your way up if you're doing the legs, the back of your neck, wherever. And then here's the tip that we talk about. And I'll show you right there because as you can see right through it, there is no blade.
None.
It's a tiny little thermodynamic wire. So that is what's actually giving us this professional treatment. So as soon as you start using it, you get this home, you charge it up, and this is all you're going to do.
Yeah.
You slowly glide it over your skin. So if this is your legs, your arms, wherever you've been trying to get rid of that hair your whole life, you do the same motion you would as if you were shaving. The only difference is we're not just going to cut it off the top of our skin like we've traditionally done with a razor blade. That thermodynamic wire I showed you is actually sending a treatment to our hair. So as you're doing this, what was, just at one point a short-term solution, now in that same time, in same motion, you're giving yourself kind of that long-lasting effect. What you'll start to notice is the more you do this, the less you're going to need to, which is great because I know if you're a shaver, you're doing something every day. You are addicted to your razors. If you are trying to get rid of the hair on your face alone, what else are you doing? Are you plucking? Are you shaving, taking, again, a razor blade? With the No-No, it's simple, it's gentle, it's easy to use, and I'm just right here doing it.
Exactly.
It doesn't even look like I gave myself a professional treatment.
I know, so we're no-knowing on the set.
Right.
I mean,
we're giving ourselves a treatment at work, right?
And who would have thunk it, right? Because normally when you think hair removal, you think a hassle, you think expense, you think pain, you know, you think
Yes.
smell. That's the thing that makes us so brilliant. I mean, there is a reason that customers rave about it. Of course, we want to hear your testimonial. Remember, all you do is pick your color of choice. We've got the silver, that pink, that great black. We do include the DVD, the buffing pad, also the tips to do the body and the face.
Yes, I know. When this first came out, and I started about 5 years ago, if you remember, Shannon.
I do.
And I did it on the legs. I was actually here modeling. And it was the weirdest thing. After like 6 months of using this, I'm like, all right, this is kind of cool. I'm going to keep up with it. I noticed I pretty much didn't have to do it anymore. It was great. It was coming summertime for me when I finished. And then everyone kind of talked about how they wanted this technology for the face. At the time, I thought, you know, at the time I was in my late 20s. I'm like, I don't have hair on my face. Like, who deals with that? Then this came out. Everybody started using it on the face and was loving it. So, of course, as a beauty kind of buff, I'm like, all right, get me started. It was astonishing, the difference it makes when that little, even the littlest of peach fuzz is off. I mean, you don't think when you look at different people and you know, if they've dealt with the whiskers and the mustache, I completely understand. It's something you deal with on a day-to-day basis. But even if you just have that fuzz and you think, well, it doesn't bother me too much, wait till it's off.
Yeah,
your
no kidding.
skincare goes on better. Your makeup goes on smoother. You look younger.
You do.
I mean, it gives you that glowing kind of youthful effect.
It does. I mean, and that's just it. You really have to try it to believe it. Do you know there are almost 5,000 gone, literally, and I think in a couple of airings with Jen earlier. It's not only on a first-come, first-served basis, but there's no place in the world you can get it for $62 and change on your credit card. Like Jen said, it's got a 30-day money-back guarantee.
60.
Oh, 60, that's right.
Yes,
60-day money-back guarantee.
Yes.
Because, see, I'm so used to saying 30-day money-back guarantee.
How great is this?
Which is normally what we do. And if you got it when it was here in February and sold out, of course, we know you're already seeing results. So call us. That testimonial talk line is open. So to Jen's point, you get those instant results, but then you get those long-term benefits that is going to blow you away. How many years has it been since you've shaved your legs now?
We're going on 6.
Is it going on 6?
I started in September, so September will be 6 years ago. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine?
I have all kinds of other things to worry about now, but hair removal is not one of them. Now I just saw some gray hairs this morning.
Don't get me started.
Wrinkles. But it's a beauty routine that I'm done dealing with.
Yes.
And for so many of us, it's an emotional thing, and it's something we think about every single day. You know, you get in the car and you see these, and you see the sideburns, and you're plucking, and you're using all those depilatory creams and everything else that just maybe don't work. They're inconvenient and they're expensive. This, you own this. Once you get No home, it's the last time you're going to spend any more money on hair removal. You're going to be able to use this. The men in your family can use it. Sons, daughters, teenagers, you just need one No. It will work on all hair types and all skin types. So if you've looked at the other alternatives for long-term, laser or permanent hair removal, you might not be a candidate. I don't know if you've ever tried any of those.
Yeah.
I hadn't, just because of the cost alone. But not everybody can get benefits from those, and it doesn't work. With No, doesn't matter.
Nope.
That thermocon wire doesn't see or need a certain color.
Nope.
It will work regardless. Doesn't even matter how thick your hair is. I know there's a lot of you that have called and said, are you sure I've got an issue with the back hair or the back of the neck, or I've been shaving my legs. I used to shave twice a day almost sometimes.
You really?
Because I would get stubble by the end of the day.
Exactly.
And living in Florida and you have shorts and all these other things, you're not used to that. But this is me. Like that before shot was me on a daily basis after I had shaved in the morning. You see the hair follicle, you see the stubble, it's already getting regrowth. Well, take a look at this after, because that was after using No for 6 weeks, okay? So you don't, not only are you not having to do it on a day-to-day basis, but you don't see that dark, dense hair coming through. And then what we did is we kind of followed the progression of the person using this. That bottom left-hand corner, that's after using No for 6 weeks, and then we stopped and did nothing for 2 weeks. So if you're a shaver, 2 weeks is a pretty long time to go without shaving.
Yes, it is.
You don't even see the stubble again. And then 4 weeks after that, which is our bottom right-hand quad, that's 6 weeks of no-knowing and 6 weeks of nothing. You hardly see any hair.
You know what? And see, that could be you. I mean, so if you're watching this show, I mean, yes, because we originally used to just talk about for the legs. Well, and now we're talking for the face.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. So if you've got sideburns, if you've got, those little, fine hairs. I mean, and especially when you're in your 40s, you know what it's like, girls. You get in the car, you look in the rear view mirror, and you're like, what?
that? Where did it come from?
Where did it come from? And that's just it, because it's convenient, it's easy, it works, it's in the privacy of your own home. You own it, so you're in complete control. So like Jen said, it absolutely pays for itself over and over again. It saves you a fortune, but yet it's so gentle as well. It's gentle and it's effective, because when I think of the other ways, you know, to get rid of unwanted hair, they're not pleasant, right?
No.
They're not pleasant. I mean, they're expensive. Many of them don't feel so good.
Right.
Because Jen, like you said, for a lot of us out there, we think laser or waxing. And you know what?
Right.
But you know, the thing is, you keep paying and paying and paying
Absolutely.
and paying.
Month 6, if we had enough room on this slide, it would go down to like year 15 for me.
It would.
And my column, which was disposable razors, isn't even on there. But you look at these numbers and you add up what you have spent in the past, and the $4,000, the $8,000, which 2 legs would be, obviously.
Yeah.
$8,000 is an investment. But you obviously had no choice. You wanted it gone. Then we look at the waxing column. That waxing is still a short-term solution.
Man.
So yes, you're right. Those zeros are my favorite part of being able to present this here, because you do not have to spend any more money on hair removal after month 4. The technology is with you in the privacy of your own home, and as you saw in some of the before and afters, you're getting your results. So, you know, all the benefits are there for you. We have everything you need to get there. Everyone will differ on how long it takes, and you know, later on in the presentation we'll hear from some different people that all have different stories and how long it took them. For me, I was pretty dedicated and I did it every day, but that was 5 years ago. Again, who cares now, right? You don't even, for those of us that have been using it, that have the results, if you go back and ask them, like, how much did you pay? Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
You could care less if you got it on FlexPay or not, because bottom line is you're done. So it's kind of like, oh, that was a long gone thing. I wouldn't have even, you know, I still pay that kind of stuff to go, you know, have professional spa treatments or skin care and stuff like that.
Hair color.
Exactly. All these things that we go have done professionally. And to think that I was able to do this at home for the same cost, if not less, because you can't flex pay a spa treatment, that's for sure. You get this at home, you can do it less, and now I'm done doing it. Like
Absolutely.
You know, now I have time back in my day to give towards other things.
Exactly, and money. I mean, it's money back in your pocket. I mean, when you see that savings chart, I mean, that's real life, guys. I mean, that's exactly what you could pay. But then you have to consider how much time you have to tip the esthetician. You've got to take time out during your day. I'm a shift worker, so guess what? There aren't any spa appointments at 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's so true.
FYI.
I know. I needed my hair cut so bad the other day, and I got done here at 6 a.m. But my only time to sleep is 6 to noon. So I guess the hair's going to have to wait.
I know. It's like, okay, I'll be awake between 2 and 6 a.m. Can you do it then?
Can you fit me in?
I mean, really. No. And you know, if you've got a new baby at home, if you've got a busy schedule, that's the cool thing. I mean, you do it whenever you want in the privacy of your own home, but you get those benefits that truly are second to none. There's a reason that it's a customer pick and a customer favorite. There's a reason that it's a beauty editor's pick, that it is the #1 hair removal in Japan. And, you know, in Japan, they know great beauty products. I mean, you know that's the case. It's certainly one of, you know, the most rigorous markets.
And they know innovation in
Yes,
everything,
they do.
I feel like.
You bet they do. And it just sold out in London. So there's no place in the world you can get it for this price. But remember, we do need your help. You're the most important part of this show. If you are knowing, please call us. But please give it a try. I mean, I'm so used to saying 30-day money-back guarantee.
No, 60.
60-day money-back guarantee. I mean, when you get it at home, it's life-changing, I think.
It really is. And to think about what you could do in 60 days, if you're still shaving, you're not going to have results in 60 days. You're not going to have results in waxing. So we're giving you the opportunity to get those results that you saw there. This is patented technology, revolutionary, beauty innovation. We've talked all about kind of how the beauty editors love it and everybody across the world. I'd love for you to hear from a doctor, because this is where the credibility really comes into place, because she's going to talk about why she actually recommends this to her patients.
As a Harvard and Yale educated physician, one of the things that makes me very comfortable talking about no-no is all the research and the clinical trials that show that it really does work. And that's why I feel confident recommending it to my patients.
Tell you what, when you get a doctor saying it really does work and I recommend it to my patients, you know you're doing something right.
Yes,
I mean, you really do.
She gave another word. We've been talking about all these great words as we associate hair removal. Confidence. You know, she feels confident recommending to her patients. So she's saying, you know what, take this technology into your own hands, because I know that this has been an issue for you. You try it. So I'm so thrilled that she's able to kind of give us her story, as well as everyone that's been with me over the years that have called in and shared their story. And one of the nice things is we've actually brought some of those people here to share their testimonials so you can kind of understand how this is working for all different skin types, all different hair types, people that have all different hair concerns.
Right.
So I'm thrilled that a very, very well-known soap star, who you've probably seen on TV, if not for the soaps, maybe the No No infomercial, Cassie DePave is with us. She's down here from New York visiting me. She has her own wonderful story about No No, and she's also going to talk to some of our other lovely people that have joined us. Hi, Cassie.
Hello, Miss Jen. Hi, Shannon. I'm so happy to be here. This is my new best friend. Like many of you out there, I know you're thinking, okay, what's so great about this, Cassie? What is so great about it? Well, I'm going to tell you, okay? I have tried shaving, laser, waxing, many more other things, stinky stuff on my face, whatever. It's expensive, unbelievably painful, but the worst part about it, every single time the hair grew back. So when I was asked to try this little bad boy out, I was happy. I was like, oh my gosh, I opened up the box, charged it up. So simple, so quick. And within seconds, I put that sucker right to my face and the hair was gone. And I've used it religiously. And I'm telling you, as an actress in front of cameras all the time, it was an issue for me. And I'm sure it's an issue for you too, but this is a game changer for me. I have the emotional scars and the physical scars from shaving. And this truly, it's the light of my life. And I know that Cindy over here, Cindy, when I first came down here, I think it was in February, June, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I met Cindy, and she had just started trying it for 2 weeks. So take it away, girl, and tell us how this has been a change. You know, how's it brought great joy to you?
Well, with having sensitive skin, the waxing, all the other facial hair removal things just didn't work for me. So I was plucking. I was plucking 20 minutes minimum every day for decades.
Every day?
Every day. And sometimes, you know, I'm driving down the road, I'd see, well, my God, I missed this patch, I missed this patch. So I'm back plucking again. And it just never stopped. And I accepted the fact that for the rest of my life, I was going to be hairy and I had to deal with plucking every day.
Last night, I wasn't in the 3 o'clock showing, but I saw her just recently, just a while ago. She goes, oh my gosh, I broke up in the 3 o'clock show. She goes, I got so emotional. It is such an emotional issue. We've got some before and after pictures of Cindy. If you put our faces together 2 years ago in a peach bowl, we would have looked like two Georgia peaches. Look at the fuzz on her face, and look at the after picture. She has no hair.
And that was just after 19 days.
Now tell us what's happened since you started no-knowing.
Well, I started no-knowing the 1st of February. I have grown an incredible sense of self-confidence. After 8 months of unemployment and 44 applications and dozens of interviews, when I finally got rid of this hair and I had such self-esteem, I went into this job interview and I said, I'm going to nail this, and I did, and I got the job, and I'm working again.
Okay, you're making me cry. Okay, I'm getting emotional because it's such a struggle.
Yeah.
Leisha, have you struggled with hair?
Absolutely.
Unwanted, let's call it unwanted
hair.
stinky hair.
Okay. Oh yeah, I had a really bad sideburns and a girl sash, as I like to call it. We all have different names for our hairy issues. And growing up, my nickname was Curious George because I was a furball, pretty much. And it was bad for my self-confidence because I work with people all the time, and I was thinking, oh goodness, people are staring at my hair instead of paying attention to what I'm talking about, and it just really made my self-esteem low. But now with No, I don't have to worry about that anymore. And I don't have any sideburns, my girl stash, I don't have to use my dad's razor, which he got mad at me.
Before and after pictures. Look at the before. Your sideburn went curled almost behind your ear.
Oh, yeah. It was gross. It really was gross.
It's not gross. It's just not as attractive as the after.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Makes you a happy camper.
Oh, absolutely. It's really hard to believe that was me, and then now look at it now. It's such a difference, and that's all because of No.
Now, ladies, don't you think that this is like giving your face a facial treatment at the same time?
Absolutely.
Both of your skin is just glowing.
Smooth and velvet.
Yeah. I love it because it not only removed the hair from my face, my makeup goes on better.
Absolutely.
My skin feels so smooth, and it's beautiful.
The makeup doesn't cake on the hair.
He doesn't have makeup issues, but you know, Well, actually, he's quite beautiful, but he's, you know. Anyway, let's talk about this hair. You can see he's got dark skin. He's worked on this arm yesterday, I believe. But look at the difference here. This is what my hair looked like. So I'm telling you, that's what my arms look like.
But you know what I love about it? It's not rough. It's not abusive.
No.
We're not yanking. We're not ripping.
Virtually painless.
Right.
Painless. You can't equate that with any other hair removal situation out there.
You can't.
It all hurts, and it all comes back, except with the no-no.
Absolutely, and that's part of that patented Thermicon tip, right?
It is. And all the girls, as they were telling their stories, the same thing, Shannon, it's a great point. You see us all doing it right now here in the studio, and it doesn't look like any of us have given ourselves a professional treatment. As Cassie was referring to, you know, you have all these negative things that you think of when you think of hair removal treatments, and we're just sitting here no-knowing away on our face, on our arms. The girls are talking, smiling, and giving themselves a treatment at the same time.
Exactly. But we're to see what Terry in Kansas has to say. Terry, welcome to HSN. You're live with Jennifer, Cassie, and the gang. Hey, Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Kathy. I bought this in February when you had it on. We just caught the end of the presentation.
Right.
And been using it ever since. My partner and I both use it, and I wanted to trim some stuff on my neck so I didn't have to shave every day.
Yes.
And same way with my partner. He doesn't have a lot of hair, so he used it on his chin, and I have to say it works really great. There's, you know, you get used to it. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but yeah, it's been great.
I know. And Terry, when we say it pays for itself, now I don't, you know, want to speculate how much you were spending in Kansas, but were you paying for other types of hair removal before you got the no-no?
Well, I have a razor and things like that.
Right.
So this was more of a trimming thing for, you know, guys. But yeah, we were pretty impressed with it and continue to use it. I mean, it takes a long time, you know, when dealing with a full beard and things, but yeah, it works great.
Oh, good. I'm sure, too, for men with the back of your neck, unless someone else is there to do it for you, you have to continue to do it every day. So I'm sure you're enjoying the fact that with no-no, you don't have to do it quite as often as well.
Absolutely, yeah, and we bought the refills, and we haven't had to use any of them yet. We're still in the original
tips?
Right, exactly.
Oh, good.
Well, Terry, what a nice call. Thanks for sharing the good word. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, okay?
Thank you.
Thanks, Terry. By the way, if you do want, we do have a men's kit available, and I think there are only like 300 of those.
Yes, it is just the black version. It is the same technology.
Okay.
We just give you a black one, men.
About that.
Just in case, you know. We had a lot of men, regardless, before we offered the black, bought the pink, bought the, you know, they didn't care. Because, you know, one of the great perks, obviously, we are in the privacy of our own home, so no one is going to see you no-knowing with a pink no-no. It's the same technology. I do want to show you the tips that Terry was referring to, because like I showed you initially, this is the device. The tips do come and pop in and out.
Right.
We give you the one for the body, the longer one, just so you have like larger areas. And this small one is for maybe the curvatures of your face. He was talking about using it on his beard. Maybe women, if you're using it on your bikini line, your underarms, your knees, those real curvature areas. And all they do is pop in and out. After a while, if you do have multiple people using it, you may need to replace the tips, and we do sell those here with the tips and the and additional buffers. I also want to show you real quick, as we're talking about the face. When you adjust the heat right there, you see the sun icon. That's to adjust the heat right there. As soon as you start to use it, it will jump up.
Right.
Because that is actually the life of the tip that we're all talking about.
Okay.
So I didn't want you to get, you know, discouraged if you tried to start it on the low. We had a couple callers yesterday call in and ask, and then you see and you notice it jumps up. That just tells you the life of the tip. So you can start on a low heat whenever and just begin no-knowing.
There you go, and everything looks better. I mean, your makeup, your skin, your jewelry. I mean, everything. You look younger. And I will say this, over time, you save a fortune. Before we go to the phones, I just want you to see that savings page one more time. And like Jennifer said, on that savings page, if we had month 8, month 9, month 10, month 11, you know, when I look at that, holy moly. I mean, when you think about, because you're not going to do just one leg, you're going to do 2.
Of course. Hopefully.
Or when you're meeting
on a budget.
Yeah, I was going to say, so you only cross one leg in front of that guy on that blind date and hope he doesn't see the other one, right? I mean, so really you're looking at $8 grand. That's a car.
Oh, like, I was looking at the monthly payments thinking that's my rent, that's my monthly, and then you double it and that's my mortgage. Like, that's expensive.
I mean, literally, that's like a car. That's a, you know, that's a car. So once you own it, you really are going to love it. And the other thing, I know Terry mentioned that he's using it with his partner, your husband, husband, your daughter, your son. I mean, everybody in the whole family can use this because remember, you own the technology. It is the only place in America where you can get it for a little over $62 on your credit card, but with a 60-day money-back guarantee. Do yourselves a favor. I don't care if it's your face, your arms, your legs, your bikini line. Guys, if it's for your back, if it's for your neck. Ladies, if it's for that little sideburn area, the widow's peak, you know, those crazy little, you know, menopausal hairs that we get. I mean, no matter what it is, this is going to help you sleeker, smoother, younger, and because you're paying it off over time, it saves you a small fortune. But we are back to our phones, and we're going to Maryland. Lisa, welcome to HSN. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Shannon. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Lisa. So we hear you've been using this since February.
Yeah, I got it when it was a Today special that come with a lot more than what's there today.
Well, look at you getting that great product. So, Lisa, what's happening? Are you seeing less hair on your face?
Yeah, a little bit. That's the main reason why I bought it. I get very little bit of peach fuzz, you know, on the side of your cheek, and like they were saying, makeup don't go on too well.
Right.
I've used every wax. I've shaved it. And everything, nothing works. So I've just been using this, and then I figured, what the heck? I also get your tan towels from that one lady.
Oh, yes.
So it's that time for self-tanning.
Yes, we were just talking about that.
So it's time to get rid of the hair.
Perfect. You got it. So, Lisa, is it pretty easy to use, too? Would you recommend it to anybody who's on the fence?
Yeah, it was at first, and I was kind of, it kind of scared me at first because when I used it, I wasn't knowing what to really expect. And I guess I had, like, a long hair. Mm-hmm. And it, like, but it didn't burn me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Good point, because you can actually smell it working.
No,
I mean,
absolutely.
that's true. You
If
can
you do
smell
have
it
hair,
working.
you will smell it, yes.
You got it.
So once I got rid of all the long hairs, now I don't have that problem no more.
Yes.
There you go. Well, Lisa, it's been great you could join us this afternoon. Thanks for stopping by
so much,
HSN.
Lisa.
Can I ask her one question real quick?
Sure.
Okay, because I'm almost out of that cream.
Yes.
Can you use any kind of lotion after that until I can get some more of that?
Oh, sure. You can use anything. We just kind of recommended this because it goes along with the treatment to smooth it. But yes, of course, you can put any lotion or wash your face or whatever you need to do after.
Okay, because I did order about a week or so an extra buffer and tip, even though I don't really need it yet, but just while you had it. But I didn't see no lotions yet. So I'm going to keep checking back for that.
Okay.
There you go.
Perfect.
Lisa,
how often should you change your tip?
Well, it will actually tell you when you need to. So when you're using this, mine's not dead, but what would happen is, see how it goes red right now?
Right.
Because I don't have a tip in there, but if it was done and it was ready, it would turn red, and your little LCD panel would tell you that your tip is out, and it's time to change it.
there you go. Lisa, thanks for the call. Great questions.
Thank you, Lisa.
I mean, she makes an excellent point. Because it is that patented technology, it is a professional system. You can see it working. You can smell it working.
It's just kind of like when you blow dry your hair. When
Exactly.
It smells like it's, you know, warm hair.
Right.
But like she mentioned, once the hair starts going off, that's why it doesn't smell in here when all 5 of us are doing it, because none of us have hair. I don't even think our male model has hair anymore, so he's fired as of Monday. So, sorry. So the more you use this, obviously the less you're going to need to, and you will not smell it anymore because you don't have any hair.
Exactly, but it's so easy and it works. We're going to show you some more videotape in just a few moments, but you know, I mean, over 500,000 of you can't be wrong. I mean, and actually we're approaching 1 million now. So basically, #1 hair removal in Japan, just sold out in London, literally tens of thousands, over 500,000 no-nos in the world. Always a customer pick, always a beauty editor and expert and, you know, pick in terms of what works in beauty for beauty items. But if you want a hair-free summer, if you want a pain-free, you know, hair-free summer, and I mean, aren't you jealous of these girls? I mean, when Jennifer says, "Oh, I haven't shaved my leg for, you know, 5-6 years," I'm like,
hey.
Can you imagine?
Well, yeah,
I mean,
everyone that says I'm jealous, I say, you know what, just try it.
Right.
This isn't something that people are exempt from. Everyone that says, oh, I wish I could have that, and I say, you can. I mean, this isn't something that certain skin types can't benefit from or certain hair types, anyone can use this regardless. And regardless of what you're doing today. So if you're in mid-waxing and your hair's really long because you're letting it grow out right now, you can still no. Just get this home and cancel that waxing appointment.
Right.
You're going to start this instead. And I promise you, you will not go back to waxing.
Exactly.
As easy as this is to use.
It is. So to Jen's point, you don't have to wait for the hair to be a certain level or length. You don't have to worry about, you know, the appointment or the esthetician fees. We've got a little videotape that we wanted you to take a look at. And then, of course, we're going to go back to the phones in just a few moments. But again, no other product quite like this in the world.
I don't consider myself a vain person by any means, but I've always been very self-conscious about the hair growth on my back. So before any type of vacation or trip where I would be removing my shirt, the beach, certainly, I started waxing, getting my back waxed. It's not the way for me to go anymore, and I didn't know if there was an answer until I found the no-no, because I stopped the waxing, found this. My wife was able to help out since I can't reach my back, and it's gone.
Go ahead, try it, and you will be very happy.
But see, I love that. I mean, men and women using this together. I mean, couples, and that's just it. Because, you know, for a lot of us out there, you know what it's like when you're a busy mom, when you're a busy dad, you know, these are the things that kind of fall by the wayside. It's like, you know, I'll just do the razor, I'll just, you know, and like we said earlier, it gives you that self-confidence, but it really does pay for itself. I mean, believe me, ladies, if you're getting this for yourselves, I mean, he'll appreciate it. You know, I remember shaving my legs, and good grief, it's like roadkill. All those hairs, I mean, they can rip holes in my sheets. I mean, we're not kidding when we say, I mean, it's uncomfortable. I mean, it's kind of ragged. I mean, it never looks great. It never looks smooth. It makes you look older. That's why we're in love with this product. And remember, you are getting it not only with the 2 tips. We used to sell the other tips separately. So,
absolutely,
I mean,
yes.
I remember
we used
that.
to not even be able to use it on the face.
Oh, exactly.
Mine, you couldn't. And then we came out with the face tip. We came out with the new 8800, and now you get them both.
Yes.
So there, you have everything to no anywhere.
Yeah, it's a big deal, but we are off to our phones. In fact, Sally's calling. Sally, welcome to HSN. It's Jennifer,
Hi,
Cassie,
Sally.
and Shannon. Hi, Sally.
Hi. I just have to call about this. I've had this for over a year.
Okay.
And anybody who's out there that's over 65 and they're thinking, oh, let me tell you, when you go through menopause, every hair is on your face and on your chin and on your lip. And I'm telling you, I have none. I used to say to my girlfriend, when I'm in the nursing home, be sure and come in and pluck my chin. But now, and she used it, and another friend used it. I have sold 3 of those through HSN.
Oh, wow.
And I just love it. I will sit here and just watch TV. I won't even have a mirror, and I'll just do it.
Yep, that's how we are. We're all no-no with no mirror. I was thinking that the other day.
I know. And so, Sally, like you said, I mean, it's so worth it. I mean, once we get rid of that unwanted hair, I mean, don't you feel more self-confident? Don't you feel like you're looking younger and better?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I highly recommend it. Everybody thinks, oh, well, $250. Like my girlfriend said, I used to have to wait for it to get, or she did, her hair to be dark. Because it won't take off the blonde hairs. I don't have to worry about that. I have no hair on my face.
Wow.
Isn't that great?
Oh, Sally.
I just love it.
That is so great. Well, thank you so much for stopping by to share the good word. And if anybody's on the fence, you tell them, like you said, it's worth it, worth it, worth it, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Keep spreading the word, and we won't have to bring those tweezers anywhere anymore.
Right to the nursing home.
There you go, Sally. What a nice call. Thank you for stopping by HSN. But, you know, you hear calls like that, and honestly, I mean, we kind of laugh about it, but you got to laugh, right? Because what's the alternative?
Well, right, exactly.
I mean, but, you know, it's really true. It does something to your self-confidence. I mean, especially, you know, when we get to a certain age, you know, I'm noticing it more and more, like on the chin area. It's like, where did those hairs come from? And then the worst part, if you're trying to pluck or if you're trying to tweeze, our eyesight also goes south as we go older.
Keeps getting worse.
You know, exactly. So we get hair where we don't want it. We don't have hair where we do.
Exactly.
I mean, so this is, it truly becomes a godsend for so many of us. And I think this is the best time of year to do it because it's April. So with a 60-day money-back guarantee, by the time you get to, you know, July, the 4th of July, you know, parties and the June barbecues.
Right.
I mean, you're not going to have to worry about your legs. You're not going to have to worry about your arms.
Well, and the thing is anytime, the reality of it is anytime's a good time time to start.
Yes.
Because you have always been worried about hair removal. You are always going to worry about it. You know, like Sally referenced, she's already thinking way far from now in a nursing home, which, you know, hopefully is a long time from now, because you just automatically associate hair removal being like the rest of your life, you know, and it's just a long thing you're always going to do. But not anymore, especially if you're getting this home to give to your young teenagers that are just thinking about shaving. You know, I've had a couple of hosts that said they've started to give it to their daughters because they're getting teased, made fun of. They're at that stage where they're very insecure, and can I please start getting rid of this now, Mom? Imagine they won't even be discussing hair removal when they're, you know, my age, and getting to a point where this is something that's kind of a new generational way of thinking about it, because this is technology. Technology is changing our world in all other areas of life. Why not change it when it comes to beauty regimens? You know, it's brought to us by a company that does this professionally. They're credible. They're the leaders in light and heat-based energy treatments. They do it in the salon environments with large commercial devices that you'd spend a lot more money. And it's the same technology, just patented in this little portable device that we've all been talking you can take with you anywhere. The running joke all week has been, where are you no-knowing? People are no-knowing in the carpool lane, at soccer practice.
True.
Cassie and I had someone a couple months ago that was no-knowing on a boat. You know, wherever's most convenient. I used to sit in front of the television, like Sally mentioned, watch TV, and just simply no-no. But where else could you give yourself a professional treatment like that in the privacy of your own home? So it doesn't matter if you have a pink no-no and you're a guy. You're still in your own bathroom, so no one's going to see you.
Exactly. So like Jennifer said, anytime, anywhere, any place. You know, it doesn't matter if it's long hair, short hair, dark hair, blonde hair, those little fine whiskers. It all makes it go away. And yes, you get instant, but you get those long-term benefits. I mean, you really have to kind of wrap your brain around this. Imagine having a hair-free future. I mean, that's what we're talking about. Imagine never having to think about those hairs on your face. Imagine never having to think about the hairs on your arms when you're spray tanning or wearing your jewelry, or, you know, wearing your tank tops or wearing your swimsuits. Imagine a life where you could go on vacation and you don't even have to pack a razor.
Yes.
I mean, it really, you have to really kind of change how you think.
Oh, of course.
Because it's hard to wrap your brain around it. It's like, what do you mean? I never have to pay. You know, once you do those flex pays, and once you get it at home, and of course, consistency is key. The more you use it, the better your results are going to be. But after you've done that, you're hair free. You don't have to worry. You've got a hair free future. And that's the thing that really kind of blows me away when you think about it, that it allows you to do that professional treatment at home. My goodness, I mean, you think about the fortune that this is going to save you, especially because you can share it with others in your family. You can share it with your hubby. You can share it with your daughter. I mean, I love what you said. It's great, you know, for your daughter or even for your son, because it is embarrassing. It is.
And you're justifying the cost. I love when I buy things and I kind of think, how can I spread that cost over all the categories it may cover, right? So if you have 4 people in the family, even if one of them's 6, you just divide it by 4, and everybody's going to enjoy the usage of it at some point. But it is because this is professional technology, and because you're not making 4 separate appointments or whatever, anyone can use this at their convenience. So if you're getting it for yourself, or you're getting it for the men in your life, and you know you will have daughters that will then need to use this at some point, this is perfect, because you'll always have it around. I do work with the Miss America organization, and I work with a lot of the teens, and so many of them are like, Miss Jen, that really works. This is crazy. You know, by the time I'm your age, I won't talk about hair removal. And I'm like, thank you for making me feel so old. Wonderful. Just wait till you get my age. There's a lot of things that's going to change really quickly. But that's what's wonderful, because they're already changing the way they live in life, and they have got cell phones before I even knew what they were. Why would they want to think about hair removal?
But you know what? One day they're going to have hair.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You know, welcome to my box. Welcome to my world. It's going to happen. Oh, you might think it's all well, fine, and good, but whoa, just you wait.
Just wait till you get older.
Exactly. It's going to happen at some point. And there you can see the guys, and that's just it. Because, you know, guys know that grooming is key. And, you know, we were talking about getting a new job. Maybe you're going to be dating again for the first time. And we all know those first impressions really do count. And when you're on a budget, I realize, I mean, that's the thing that makes it so great. Once you've made that investment, you don't have to worry about it ever again. And to be fair, not only is hair removal normally, I mean, what else are you doing, basically? In fact, we got a little chart that, you know, gives you a little comparison, and that really, to me, helps put it in perspective, because are you tweezing? Are you waxing? Are you going to use laser? Well, if you're using laser, you're spending thousands of dollars, and you know that's true. I mean, so, Jen, this is a really good comparison of other ways to remove hair.
Especially because you can't even really compare this to any short-term solutions that are out there. Because a lot of the things you're doing today, you're consistently doing time and time again. Like you can see the hair removal, just all the short-term options there, how often you have to do it, and how much money you're continuing to spend. Then you look at kind of the midterm and the waxings and whatever else. I don't care what anyone says, waxing is still short-term. There's no end in sight. With no, there's an end in sight when you pay for it. There's an end in sight when you're using it. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, there shouldn't even be a comparison because none of those other options are something that's comparable. Yeah. Everything that's out there, when you see all these magazines, one of the things I love about seeing this is it's always talking about beauty innovation tools.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not comparing it to other hair removals, the options that are out there. This is, you know, we've moved on. We're in a new generation. You know, half these ads are in a different language because so many of them all over the world are affecting people. So kind of don't compare this to what you're doing today. Think of it as kind of the next generation of hair removal and compare it to what you're not going to have to do anymore. You're not going to be spending any more money. You're not going to be buying disposable razors for the rest of your life. And like you've heard some of our callers say, you know, throughout the day today, they're kind of slowing down their usage as well because they joined us in February.
Right, exactly.
And they're seeing the results. They're using it less and less. And now they're just kind of going after when they need to and when they need to see the hair.
Absolutely. Hey, by the way, don't let Sally be the only one. Sally called with that testimonial. We still have a few minutes for you to say hi to us. Jen and Cassie, by the way, only have a couple more shows. And actually, they're back at 5 a.m., so you may or may not, you know, be awake at that time.
I think I'm with No Skin at 5 a.m.
Oh, you're right. No Skin at 5.
Yeah, one of our other technology advances. But we are back a couple shows tomorrow.
Okay, so there are only a couple of shows remaining,
left.
so I would definitely recommend this. I mean, again, what else are you going to do that does this?
Right.
I mean, really nothing else. There's no other product quite like this in the world. That's why it's a beauty innovator, and that's why I say if there was a time to get this, boy, oh boy, this is the perfect time. I mean, it's mid-April. I mean, I know temperatures got a little warmer a little earlier, you know, across the nation, but you know very well, whether it's swimsuit season, whether it's wearing the shorts, whether it's the backyard barbecues, if it's that wedding, if it's that graduation, if it's that class reunion, if you want to look younger, if you want to look sleeker, if you want to look smoother, and frankly, we all do.
Yeah,
we all do. I mean, who doesn't?
No.
It's like, no, I want to look hairy and wrinkled.
Right.
That's what I want to do. Well, I mean, really.
And have gray hair.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I want.
Right.
But that's, I mean, that's really what we're saying. I mean, you look so much better when you do this. And, you know, it really allows you to put your best face forward. I know we've got a little videotape testimonial to take a look at as well. And I love that doctor's tape as well because, you know, that's just it, Jen. We talk about it is professional grade
technology.
Quality.
And you've heard kind of all the beauty editors. You saw the magazines. We've talked about it all over the world. But this is key to talk about the credibility of a doctor that actually recommends it to her patients.
For millions of women, facial hair is an issue. I personally, even as a beauty editor, you know, going into get my eyebrows done and asking to have my lip waxed, it's not something I feel good about. And I think I empathize with women everywhere. You know, you don't want to walk in and say, take this off. So the idea of having no be safe and effective and painless to actually remove the hair at home, I mean, it's definitely a win-win, and it's convenient.
As a Harvard and Yale educated physician, one of the things that makes me very comfortable talking about no is all the research and the clinical trials that show that it really does work. And that's why I feel confident recommending it to my patients.
You know, we're always in such a great mood when we do this. And who's going to be happy when you talk about hair removal?
Right, we're talking about all the nicknames for the mustache and the sideburns
we've got
and all
nicknames.
the things that we've had for it.
See, that's
over
a
the
whole
years.
different show. I mean, it really is. It's a whole different show.
It's overnight.
It is. That's HSN, you know, Up All Night. Rhonda Shear's going to be coming up.
Right,
see, exactly. That's HSN Up All Night.
Right.
Well, we're so glad that you're watching and shopping. Do you know now over 1,000 of these gone just in this show? You know, I'm so used to saying a 30-day money-back guarantee. This is a 60-day money-back guarantee. And I will tell you, I think I've only done that on one other product in HSN history.
That's what they're saying.
That's a big deal. So, I mean, if HSN is confident enough to say, listen, we're going to give you 2 months.
Yes.
We're going to give you 2 months, you know, to try this as you buy it. And remember, that policy means you only spend $62.38 on your credit card. First payment includes the shipping, handling, and your tax. You've got 2 months to try it. And literally, if you don't see results, if you aren't happy, if you're not seeing instant gratification, if you're not looking younger and sleeker and smoother and sexier, guess what? We even print the return label. You put the return label on the box, you send it back. You can't send back a bad wax. You can't sit back. Bad, laser treatment. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there is absolutely no reason to not try this. I'll have Jen kind of back up and we'll talk about the technology and we'll give you the general overview again. We'll also try to take a couple testimonials before we finish the show. But we were alluding to Rhonda Shear, who is coming up with Miss Diana. I know she's got that and some great things planned. Hey, Miss Diana.
Hi, Shannon.